Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 16.
Episode 16 of The Plug,
yes.
Baby. We are out here.
You know what season's about to come,
It's about to be fantasy football season.
Shit, my favorite. So tell them what we're about to do on this episode.
All right, so for this episode, we will be doing our first ever live fantasy football mock draft. So that way we could get you guys prepared for this season's fantasy football.
Hell yeah.
And
are you prepared? Because I don't know if I am.
Fuck no, I'm not.
I'm not at all.
But I mean, I'm prepared for football season, just not fantasy football. But well, besides fantasy football, we'll also talk about. I wanted to talk briefly about some of the Hall of Fame class from this year's NFL. Hall of Fame just happened this past weekend, I believe, and we'll also be doing our newest segment, our second installment of our newest segment, which is better. Which for last week's, if you didn't check it out, we were debating which is better, 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying versus the Eminem Show by Eminem. For this week, we did classics last week. This week, we did two new albums that just came out this week. Travis Scott's Astroworld and Mac Miller's Swimming. So we'll be debating which is better of the two new albums that just came out. And of course, as usual, we'll be live streaming music that was sent over by you guys, the fans, via SoundCloud, via Twitter. If you want to send us your music, just hit us up on our social medias.
Slide in DMs.
The Plug Podcast 1 on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on everything. So that way it's very, very simple. So currently right now we are in we're going to be about to be in a Yahoo fantasy football mock draft. I prefer ESPN personally.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Yahoo's way better now. I
really?
Can't do ESPN.
See, when I was growing up, I always did Yahoo, but I feel like everyone does ESPN now, so that's why I have ESPN. But we're doing a live mock draft for Wishbone, and it looks like there's only 5 people in this one. We're 2 of them, so let's see if it starts up.
What pick do you usually? Oh, we're about to start. What position do you usually like to get? Like
for fantasy, I don't like to always get first, but then I also don't necessarily like to get last. I like to get somewhere in between. I like to get somewhere in between, depending upon how many people too you have.
True, like in the 12.
I like having it somewhere in the middle, because then that way you can get solid picks throughout the entire draft.
Yeah,
like obviously the best thing about drafting first is you get the best player. But at the same time, though, then you have to wait.
You fucking have one good player, and the rest are just like
But then if you do the other way around, when you're one of the last people, obviously you get to draft people back to back. Yeah. But you're always also not guaranteed the best players as far as that goes either. For this, mine's loading slow too. But yeah, I always like to get somewhere in the middle, because then at least it guarantees that you're going to get someone decent every round.
My favorite is 5 or 6. Like,
I think 5 is.
What did you just pick? 3? Right now?
I think I picked 3.
I think I picked 4. Okay.
So I'm guaranteed. I think there was only 5 people in this, so I'm guaranteed to get a solid person each.
Yeah.
Granted, there's only going to be 5 people in this stuff too.
Yeah, that's true. That sucks. That's not fun.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's computers. So it's all 12.
Oh, okay. So they're just going to pick. Yeah, you're right.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, this is loading slow. So maybe in the meantime, while this is loading, I could talk about some of the Hall of Fame class. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm repping Randy Moss right now. Minnesota Viking fan. It's crazy. Him and T.O. both made it this year. Both Hall of Famers, well deserving of the Hall of Fame. Sure. T.O., I think it was like his 2nd or 3rd ballot before he finally got in. Randy Moss, first ballot Hall of Famer. Not too many wide receivers in history have ever been first ballot Hall of Famers, which is crazy. I don't know why, for some reason.
You can get in 53 seconds.
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Oh, what the fuck is this? This also, is not, we messed up. This isn't fantasy football. This is some weird sport.
What is this?
This is a different sport. This is music. So I don't know
music. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a guitar. About. Oh, never mind. I don't know. We did not do the right thing. This is college football or something.
They don't do college football drafts.
Yeah, they do. Well,
do they? I thought that they weren't allowed.
College football.
Oh, well.
All right, well, we're going to redo this.
Anyway. Yeah, so in the meantime.
You can do the first one. 0 out of 14. International random.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to get in there then.
Perfect. I'm going to pick 5 on this.
I picked 1.
Oh, switch it.
Damn it. Yeah, I can move to. I'll move to 6. So I'll go right after you.
Perfect.
But okay, so back to the Hall of Famers. So also this year, two really, really amazing linebackers made it. I'm sure you recognize the names.
Urlacher.
Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher.
Yes, sir.
Ray Lewis, I think, is like up there as far as like top 5 players of all time.
Instagram, he did his little.
You see, the thing, I never liked the Ravens, but I always loved and respected Ray Lewis. He was the Ravens. He is what a middle linebacker is supposed to be. Like, just he does everything. He did everything perfect. He was all over the field. And Brian Urlacher was the face of the Bears for a while too. For the same, he was also a middle linebacker. They were both what middle linebackers should be, and I think they were definitely deserving of it. Also, safety from the Eagles. I don't know if you remember Brian Dawkins.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
He was a savage. Shout out to the Eagles fans out there. Shout out to my boy Mikey. I know he's the Eagles fan. I don't know if you're watching. Probably not. Fuck you.
Is anybody watching?
But Brian Dawkins was also a savage. I think a couple older players got in, but I think this year's draft class was amazing. But I'm just really happy to see my boy Randy make it in.
Hell yeah, he's a savage.
Yeah, he's the reason why I'm a Minnesota Viking fan still to this day. And he was one of a kind. Like when you think of when you try to craft your perfect wide receiver, you think of it. You need speed, you need height, you need leaping ability, you need hands, and he had all those.
The god.
He was amazing, and
he's a wide receiver god, dude.
He is. He's, in my opinion, without a doubt. I mean, well, Jerry Rice is the GOAT, but
yeah,
like just statistically, like he was able to stay in the league for a long time. But if Randy Moss was able to stay in the league longer, I would have easily put Randy Moss as I still think he's the GOAT, but I think he would be in debates more with Jerry Rice as far as being the best wide receiver ever.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like our draft is going to begin in a couple minutes here. Just quickly, some of the top names that are on this list here. I'll say the top 10. Number 10 is Kareem Hunt. At least this is the projections going into the year. Number 10, Kareem Hunt. Number 9, Julio Jones. 8, Odell Beckham. 7, Alvin Kamara. 6, DeAndre Hopkins. 5, Ezekiel Elliott. 4, David Johnson. 3, Antonio Brown. 2, Todd Gurley. And number 1, Le'Veon Bell. I think this year is going to be a resurgence in running backs. To be completely honest, I think
there's not a lot to choose from when you get to a certain point.
There isn't a lot to choose from when you get to a certain point, but at the same time, though, I think there's quite a bit of really solid running backs though especially that came out from last year out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, true, coming from last.
So I'm saying that as far as running backs, as far as running backs goes, I think this will be an interesting year for running. I mean, wide receivers, it's always stacked. It's a wide receiver league. So there's always going to be, there's always
people
solid.
Usually jump out of nowhere.
Yeah, sleepers. But I'm ready. I'm ready to do this mock draft, boy.
I can't wait for the real deal. Are you doing a league or no?
Yeah, I already
hosting one.
I usually host one. I don't know if I'm doing one this year.
Gonna do one. So I'm doing this one we're in together at work, the Blake one, and then another league. Yeah, but Blake, no offense, Blake, your league sucked last year. Just the way the way it was set up and everything, I didn't like it. I was told by a couple people that were in Blake's league that I kind of recruited to go into Blake's league. They said that I should have been the one to host it instead. So Maybe me and him can do a conjoined one. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I think we could
have a party.
I think we could get quite a bit of people if we do a conjoined.
Yo, if we have a party with Blake, let's live stream. That'd be sick with Frank.
We could do that. Oh yeah, Frank could finally be on the show.
We're doing it.
Frank could finally be on.
Blake's sitting at
Fire it up,
watching. Like, why can't I be on the show?
Fire it up, family.
Fire it up, fam.
Yeah, no, we need to get those two on here soon. And that would actually be perfect. So
that would be sweet.
We could see if we could do that. All right, so the draft starts in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm nervous.
And
there we go.
First pick. Let's see who this first pick at Kyle.
It's gonna be Bell. For sure.
It has to be either Bell or Gurley. So yeah, with the first pick, whoever Kyle is chose Le'Veon Bell, and then next pick was Antonio Brown at number 2.
That's right.
Oh, you're up after this guy, I believe, right? Oh no, you're 2. Okay, so Ty Gurley got picked. I would have picked Gurley number 1 to be honest with you. I love Ty Gurley.
Some people are saying Kamara's not going to do that great this year, but I think he will.
I think he will too. He had an amazing year last year.
I think he's going to decline.
All right, Danielle, let's speed this up.
Let's go, girl.
All right, so now you're up. She picked Devontae Adams.
Oh my god!
See, that's she must be a Packer fan.
Yeah, I'm going to Zeke Elliott right now.
Ezekiel Elliott,
my boy.
I like the pick. But I'm gonna go.
Oh, you're up.
I'm up. I'm gonna go with.
Going running back or receiver?
I would like to go running back in this instance because, I mean, there's a lot of really good wide receivers that I would like to get. But
you want to get those solid. You have solid running backs.
I'm going David Johnson.
Hopefully he recovers from, his leg or whatever.
We'll see. It's always tough to predict those types of things. But I think he should come back strong. I mean, they don't really have much of an offense otherwise. Carson Palmer. How do you think he's going to do this year?
I think he's going to kill it. Kamara was next after that. Not for the 9th.
Because, I don't like – I mean, I know obviously he was drafted – he was like a number 2 overall by the Giants? Or
no, number 1.
He was number 1?
Yeah.
I thought that the Browns had the number 1 pick.
Oh, true, yeah.
So, I think the Giants had number 2.
QB.
So, I mean,
he looks amazing, dude. I saw his his clip.
Someone picked a kicker there's some trolls on here right now. Someone picked a kicker
that sucks.
At the number 10 pick.
How would they do that?
Because they're trolling, bro.
Stop trolling, ho.
You got trolls everywhere. How long realistically do you think this is going to take? Because I don't want to do the whole thing.
We'll only go until we have to get to let's see. You want to do? We'll just do the first.
You want to just do starters?
Yeah, because that will take 5 rounds.
Perfect. We'll do that.
We're not going to go all the way through.
Okay. Yeah. We'll just do
this. Would take probably an hour.
We'll just do the starters, and then we could also compare our teams afterwards. I think that that would be pretty cool.
Just the starters.
So someone picked a fucking kicker.
What fucks everything up? Whatever.
What is wrong with you people? Wait, maybe. Hold on. Let me see something here because. No, I know that, but I'm saying though, Kareem Hunt just got picked.
14.
Melvin Ingram went.
Good one. Melvin Gordon.
Or Melvin Gordon, that's what I meant. Melvin Ingram. Well, he's on the same team, but he's a linebacker.
15th pick, Julio Jones. 16th, Dalvin Cook.
Julio Jones went late. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Julio went that late. Ooh, AJ Green is still on the board.
How are there so many good receivers and stuff?
Because it's a receiver-driven league. It's ridiculous how many receivers there are. I'm hoping AJ Green is still on the board when I go, but I'm up in 3 or 4 picks.
All right, since you're a Vikings fan, I want to hear your take. Do you think Kirk is going to do work for you guys this year? I'm excited to see him.
I'm very excited to see him. I think that it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be weird seeing the difference between, because I like Case Keenum too, though. I think that he definitely has a promising future. I think they're trying to win. I think they're trying to win now. And that's what they were trying to do with Kirk Cousins, is get someone that they think they could win with now.
Dude, he had no weapons on his last team and did work. He was a top quarterback.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
I agree. Someone else picked the kicker. I think whoever this person. I think this person's picking all kickers on purpose. So, someone picked AJ Green, of course, right before I was about to freaking pick him.
All right. Oh, God. Yeah, there's so many receivers, dude. I'm not even worried about that.
Yeah, I think I know who I'm going to pick next. But,
all right. You're up. Right?
No, I'm up now. Oh, I would have maybe picked Freeman. I'm going tight end on this one.
Tight end, Gronk. There he is.
Yep.
In the second round.
Wait, how come I can't pick him? Here we go.
You're not up yet. There you go.
Yep. Oh, that's why. Yep.
Gronk.
I picked Rob Gronkowski.
Right. I'm going running back. I usually go running back strong. I'm going to go McKinnon.
McKinnon?
Yeah, he's a star.
I like him too.
San Francisco right
now. I like him too.
I think he's gonna get a lot.
What happened to Carlos? Oh no, Carlos. I went to the Browns. It's right. You're right. Oh man,
so McKinnon's about to do
a lot of player. Yeah, there's a lot of player. Someone picked the quarterback. Aaron Rodgers already went. Yeah, Doug Baldwin just went. Travis Kelce just went. I would have picked Travis Kelce if I didn't pick Gronk. Gronk always gets hurt. That's the only thing.
If he's injury prone. Dude.
That's the only thing. Yeah, I was worried about that.
It's all right. You'll get your points for the beginning. Beginning.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there rumors too that he wasn't even going to come back?
He's going to retire this year, but he said
that's crazy.
One more year, I think, next year, and then he wants to go to WWE or whatever.
Of course he does.
He can do it. He did it before.
Well, I mean,
that would fit him.
Yeah, it would. It would definitely fit him. How old is he though? I feel like he's still pretty young.
What is he, 28 or something?
I feel like he's not even 30 yet. So I don't know. It's because remember when Calvin Johnson retired when he did?
Yeah.
True. All these guys are retiring early now. Well, Calvin Johnson I think was just fed up with Detroit because they just couldn't win, and of course as soon as he left they got better.
Yeah.
Shocking. But
oh shit! All right, I'm gonna pick This is tough. We got not a lot of great running backs right now. All right. Let's see this. I'm gonna have to go with Diggs.
Oh, fuck you!
Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Diggs on this one.
Fuck you! That's who I was gonna pick. Well, I guess. Let's see here.
Well, wait, someone took Thielen?
Yeah, Thielen already went. So I might go with this one. I might have to go. I'm going to go Larry Fitzgerald.
There you go. He's promising.
He's getting older, but he's still super productive. Honestly, I don't know who the new quarterback is for the Cardinals. That's the only reason why he may be ranked low, because I don't know necessarily who the new quarterback is.
Rookie, right?
It could be. But Larry Fitzgerald, though, I mean, he's getting older, obviously, but he's been getting better with age, I feel like.
Yeah.
He's just been, this past 2 years have been amazing for how old he is. Oh, they have Bradford. Okay, then he'll be fine.
Oh, he'll be killing it.
He'll be fine. Yeah, absolutely.
What the fuck?
I didn't realize that the Cardinals had Bradford. I knew they got rid of him, but I didn't know that he went to the Cardinals.
Wow, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to kill it.
Yeah.
All right. Who's left right now?
Well, I think I know what I'm going to be doing for the next round.
You said you picked the tight end, right?
I picked the tight end already. So I think I know what I'm going to do as far as the next round. Wait, why is Mark Ingram suspended? Weed?
Mark Ingram.
From the Saints.
Yeah, I don't know.
Says he got suspended.
I know he's suspended. I don't know how long. I think if you click on his name, it'll pop up.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know. That's weird. Probably weed or something.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, I guess an injury. Sorry.
He's injured. Huh.
I thought it was weed. So all these guys have been getting suspended for weed. So Alshon Jeffrey, it's his PUP injury. I don't know what PUP means. But he just got picked. I like Alshon. I like Alshon, yeah.
Blunt is on. Where did Blunt go? The Lions? Wait, where he just went somewhere?
Yeah, he went somewhere
he's on the
too.
line.
We'll find him on this list here somewhere. I'll find him for you.
Josh Gordon. Who just got traded to the Bills? He's from the Browns. Did you see that? Not Josh Gordon. It was the other one.
Oh, Julian Edelman's suspended too.
Yeah, 4 games.
For what?
Forget what he did.
It says injury again. This I have to be lying. How could they be
No,
suspended
he
for
is
injury?
suspended. No, he's not suspended for injury. Oh. For an injury. I don't know.
That's weird. All right, AJ Ajayi just got picked from the Eagles. Got picked 42nd or 41st. Yeah, he's the Eagles starter.
I heard
he's not.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he's the Eagles starter right now. I mean, it's not like they're going to be. He's gonna, yeah, and now that they don't have LeGarrette Blount, he's not going to be trading too many snaps with Blount. So, Joe Mixon from the Bengals got drafted running back. I might wait on my second running back unless I'm hoping. Well,
all the rest are kind of like.
I know who my sleeper running backs. Like I have 2 sleeper running backs that could be drafted later.
There's like a good amount of runners right now that can be sleepers.
Mm-hmm. Well,
There's a lot of fucking rookies that you can take a chance.
Brandon Cooks just got drafted. Jarvis Landry just got drafted. Damn, these guys are going late.
There's just so many, dude.
It's already the 4th round.
You still got like Cooper left. You got
Golden Tate is out there. Demarius Thomas is out there. Yeah, Allen Robinson's out there.
He's on Chicago now, so who knows?
Marvin Jones is out there. Crabtree is out there. But
Watson's back.
Amari Cooper just got drafted.
He's not hurt.
Deshaun Watson is out there, yeah.
Because that puts a few options out.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do as far as I'm going to be up soon. I think 4th round is the best time to do a quarterback.
Yeah, I kind of wait till
either 4th or 5th.
It depends, because sometimes people pick them real early. Then
I guess you have to feel out the draft and see when people are picking who.
Right now, it's all over the place.
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
QBs, you got
I feel like with this particular draft, all the running backs are getting taken right away.
Yeah,
like all the running backs.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Josh Gordon is rated as high as he is because like he hasn't played in a while.
Year, right?
Yeah, he's been suspended like the last couple of years.
Didn't he come back the last few games last season?
Yeah, but I don't think he did great.
No, I think he was like he was like really good. He was scoring like 15 points.
Not like what he was that one season.
Yeah, before he went to rehab.
I mean, they do have a completely new team though, so that could change things. But
their team is stacked.
The Browns, yeah, I'm curious to see how the Browns are going to be this year.
Are you up right now?
I'm up in one more, so I know who I'm picking next.
You're on QB.
I am going to go QB, and I'm debating between 2 people, but I think I know which one I'm going to pick. Yep. All right. Going. It was either between Breeze or Russell Wilson. I'm going Russell Wilson.
That's a good pick.
Because he's going to give you the passing stats, and he's also going to give you the rushing stats.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. I'll go QB. I'm going to go with. I'm going to pick a ride. No, I'm not. There's so many good ones in here. I'm going to pick Breeze.
Picking Breeze. I was going to pick Breeze. It was either between. I don't know.
He's a second. He's like a.
He's the starter right now.
No, I know. I'm saying, but if I had to pick between Brady and all these, like, obviously I'm gonna go with one of them first.
Well, yeah. Who are the top?
I think you got
quarterbacks.
Brady, Watson.
Rodgers was obviously number 1, and then it was Wilson, then Brady, then Watson, then I think Drew Brees, then Newton, Garoppolo, Wentz, Cousins.
and then it just goes from there. Who is Mahomes from Kansas City? Is he a rookie?
He's a rookie. He's their starter.
Okay.
I don't know if
Derek Carr is rated fairly low as a QB. I'm just kind of glancing at this QB list right here. Trying to find where the Browns QB. Oh no, because they have Tyrod Taylor. That's right.
So
Yeah.
took him already.
No one took him. Everyone's taking running backs right now.
I think he'll do good. Tyrod Taylor's going to kill it. He has so many weapons.
Yeah, I think that they're going to have a pretty good offense next year. Carlos Hyde, Landry, Tyrod Taylor,
Josh Gordon,
Duke
Johnson.
Yeah, hopefully they'll have a solid squad.
What is your team right now?
My team right now consists of Russell Wilson, Larry Fitzgerald, David Johnson, and Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yep.
Dude, why doesn't this never happens when you actually draft though? Because because we play with smart people, I guess. But
yeah. Well, no, I'm sure some of these. What is your team right now?
My team is Drew Brees, Stephon Diggs. I got Ezekiel Elliott and Jerick McKinnon.
That's pretty good too.
Team.
Yeah, you got Zeke. Zeke and Brees.
Right there alone, dude.
Yeah, Zeke and Brees are going to put up points for you.
Oh, Mom.
No, Danielle is up. She's going to pick someone from the Packers watch.
Oh,
because this is the one who picked Devontae Adams with the third pick.
Oh, yeah,
it's the third pick. I guarantee.
Oh, she'll pick Greg Olsen or something. Oh, not Greg Olsen. What is his name? Who's her tight end now? Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
She picked.
Oh no, she picked Evan Ingram. That's fucking weird.
Fair. All right, so I have
you up.
Brees, Diggs, Elliott, McKinnon. All right. I'm gonna go with.
So we only have left. We have a wide receiver, or I have a wide receiver and running back, and then kicker and defense.
No, it made me pick something.
Oh, you picked Mark Ingram by accident?
Fuck! God damn it, that sucks.
I'm picking Lamar Miller.
That sucks.
So I got my running backs. I got my running backs. Now I just need a wide receiver, kicker, and defense, and then we'll just compare teams.
All right, so tight end receiver.
So the best. There's a lot of good quarterbacks that are left. Wide receivers and running backs are going like crazy. Top 5 wide receivers right now are Robert Woods, Marvin Jones, Pierre Garçon, Jay Crowder, and who is C. Davis from the Titans? Corey Davis from the Titans. Then
who was a rookie last year?
Okay. Then for running backs, Deion Lewis, Tevin Coleman, Burkhead from New England, and then 2 guys I don't know. They're probably rookies. Jones from Tampa Bay, and then Mitchell from New England. I'm assuming those are
Mitchell.
What?
Is it Malcolm Mitchell?
No, S. Mitchell from New England. So they're probably rookies. Someone drafted Marvin Jones. That's who I would have wanted. Jordy Nelson is still out there too. I'm wondering. If he's still out there, I might pick him. You never know, dude. You never know next year.
For Jordy?
Yeah. New team.
Yeah, I know.
Playing with Derek Carr. Derek Carr is still a beast. Like, he's a beast. He had an amazing year 2 years ago. He was right there as far as MVP.
I think that would be good.
If Jordy Nelson's still out there, I'm drafting his ass.
Oh, they're all rookies.
Jimmy Graham just got picked.
There's still good people. You got Burkhead. You got Jones.
Well, I drafted my 2 running backs already, so I'm done.
You
drafted Mark. Wait, so who are your 2 running backs?
I didn't want Ingram.
You have Zeke?
McKinnon, Zeke, and Ingram. I really didn't.
Oh, so you accidentally picked a running back. So now we have to do it. Now we have to do an extra round because of you.
Gotta go all night.
Oh man, I was hoping.
I just need a receiver, a tight end, and I'll pick one more.
Someone just picked up Kirk Cousins, 6th round.
This
You
is
could have waited.
this is where the QBs are going to start going. Watch, because all the best QBs are still out there. Most of the best: Cam Newton, Garoppolo, Wentz, Stafford, Goff, Rivers, Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan. Like Cam Newton just went. I'm telling you, all the quarterbacks are going to start going now.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting. I forgot Sammy Watkins is on the Chiefs now.
Yeah, but he didn't do shit last year. Didn't he get hurt?
No, he had his ups and downs. I had him on like 2 of my fantasy teams. There was a few games where he like killed it, and then there's a lot of games where he was just very inconsistent. But that was just the way the offense was set up. They were mostly Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
Todd Gurley was so good.
He was the team.
I had him in one of my leagues and I won. I had him, Ezekiel Elliott, and Odell Beckham. And Odell Beckham got hurt. Ezekiel Elliott got to imagine.
That's terrible.
I still won. Imagine
That's
if
crazy.
all those guys were
We're
healthy
covering
the
it.
whole year.
That's crazy.
Dude, I would have blown the competition away.
Blown.
All right,
There's a few people.
I'm up in one pick here, so I know who I'm picking. I'm gonna go with the sleeper as long as no one picks him. Yep, no one picked him.
Who is it?
Going Jordy Nelson.
Ooh.
I was either debating him or Emmanuel Sanders, but I'm going Jordy Nelson.
Okay, so I need a tight end and a wide receiver. So I'm gonna
You
pick.
can pick your defense now. I don't care.
I'll pick a kicker. I'm gonna go with. There's so many people. I would. Crowder.
I like Pierre Garçon.
No fucking ass, dude. What'd they pick for me? Austin, Safari, Jenkins. Oh, I needed a tight end. He's a starter in Jacksonville now too.
There's your tight end.
I mean, I'll go with it. Fuck it.
Thank
you.
you gotta go quicker.
I can't because
it's only 30 seconds.
Through all this shit.
It's only 30 seconds long. The way it's set up. So remember that for your next pick.
I already got it lined up. I just need a wide receiver.
Okay. Well, and then we're gonna do defense and kicker, and then round it out. Then we're dip setting.
All right. What do you need?
Kicker and defense. That's all I have left. Oh, and someone picked Jacksonville defense just now. That's crazy. Yep. So my starters as of right now: Russell Wilson, Larry Fitzgerald, Jordy Nelson, David Johnson, Lamar Miller, and Rob Gronkowski.
So, dude, mine is.
I just need my
Drew
defensive
Brees,
kicker.
yeah, Stephen Diggs, Ezekiel Elliott, Jeremy Kinney, Jenkins, and Mark Ingram because he's not playing for I don't know how long. That'd be great.
See, the thing is that Ingram could be one of those gambles though, where he may be suspended, but then he could just come back and just
And if Kamara gets hurt,
unless Kamara, Kamara
sick.
could always get hurt, but at the same time though, if Kamara does like amazing, they may not even play
Ingram last year though. He was
they split their carries,
which is not bad.
Yeah, they split their carries, so it's always possible. Oh, you are up.
Oh, all right. Whoa. In a few seconds, I'm gonna go with Robbie Anderson right now.
Wide receiver for the Giants or the Jets? I'm going to go Minnesota defense. Give me Minnesota. Oh, I should have picked the Rams defense. Their defense is going to be beast next year. But I'm content with Minnesota. Repping my team, repping my squad.
They're stacked.
Yeah, they're going to be solid next year. So now all I need left is a kicker.
Pretty pissed.
It's all right. It happens. Better luck next year.
Could have been worse. Could have been a kicker that they put on the team. All right.
Yeah, but you still need a kicker too. What do you have? What do you have?
Ingram,
so you just need
put a kicker. Instead.
Oh yeah. So you just need a kicker and defense now, right?
Kicker and defense.
Okay. So I'll do a kicker and then I'll just pick like a utility guy, so that way we could
do a flex.
Yeah. So that way it'll round out our team and then we'll go over whose teams we think are better, whatever.
Yeah. No, a lot of,
Marshawn Lynch just got picked
I think he's gonna
in
do
the
good.
97th overall.
I
No.
think he's done, dude. He needs to go stop.
Well, he retired, took a year off, and then came back. So, like, I mean, he's still in a. Have you seen his workout tapes or whatever?
No,
like,
I'm sure he's in
he
shape.
has. I think he has some show or whatever that he does on like Facebook, and I saw like him and his staff were like doing the workouts that he does on the beach. His staff was having like such a hard time.
Really?
They were like dying on the beach. He's still an athlete. Like he's still going to be in great shape. He was only 1 year removed. It's just that I think that his style of running may not necessarily fit.
He's like a goal line guy.
He's definitely turned into a goal line guy.
He's just a big guy.
Yeah, but I think he lost a little bit of his speed. I mean, not that he was always the fastest, but he was definitely way faster before he retired. Like, yeah. And I don't think, the Raiders offensive line is actually pretty good too. I was going to say, I know that when he was killing it on the Seahawks had a good offensive line.
Yeah, their line was solid.
But the Raiders line was pretty solid too. I don't know why he didn't do better last year. I think just because he was a year removed, he couldn't get into the groove. So you never know. He could be a sleeper this year. He could be good.
Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. Right, so I'm going to be up in 2 picks here.
You're up.
No, 1 pick.
Oh.
So I'm going to pick my kicker, and I'm going with the kicker from New England.
There you go.
Gostkowski.
All right.
He's normally like the top-ranked guy every year.
Defense. There's like no defense.
Because a lot of people pick just pick them.
Yeah.
You got I would
Pittsburgh,
pick
England, New England, got Houston.
Houston. I would pick Houston.
I'm gonna pick Houston's a good one. I'll pick I gotta go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would pick at least from that list, I would have picked Houston. So now you just need your kicker, and then I just need a utility guy, and then we'll go over who we think is better. Or we don't even. We just just compare.
Yeah.
I think I know who my guy's going to be if he's still up.
There's so many people left, like it's unreal. You got
it is
Mariotis.
It is only the 8th round. I'm wondering how many guys overall there are. So
cool.
I mean, this is a 14 round.
Yeah, Randall Cobb's really
currently in the 9th.
Shit.
Or no, I think this is more than. How many positions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 14 players per team.
You know he's gonna be a real big sleeper.
Oh, someone picked my guy.
Who are you gonna pick?
Sammy Watkins.
Oh shit, dude, Julian Edmond is gonna be a sleeper. He's on the list so far down.
Yeah, I might
suspended for 4 games, but
I might pick him
because like when he comes back, you're set.
Yeah, I might pick him.
And
what is Des Bryant's deal?
He's not with Dallas anymore.
He's a free agent, so no one even has him.
No.
Oh, you're up.
Oh fuck!
So you gotta pick your kicker.
No, it won't let me go. Dude, are you kidding me? It won't let me go to kicker. There you go. All right.
You got 12 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna just go with this guy.
Harrison Butker.
He was the highest ranked guy on it.
Butker.
I switch my kickers every week, so.
All right, so we got our teams here. You go over your team first.
All right. Well, my team's kind of ass now, so I got Drew Brees, I got Stefan Diggs, Robbie Anderson, Ezekiel Elliott, Jerry McKinnon, Austin Sperry-Jenkins, Mark Ingram, Harrison Butker for my kicker, and defense, I got Houston.
Okay, for my team, I got Russell Wilson, Larry Fitzgerald, Jordy Nelson, David Johnson, Lamar Miller, Rob Gronkowski, Julian Edelman, Steven Gostkowski, the kicker for New England,
and Minnesota defense.
Pretty solid start.
I mean, with my team, I feel like there's a lot of guys who are kind of question marks, but sometimes you have to risk it.
I mean, after preseason just started.
Yeah.
So after that.
This is preseason.
Yeah,
so
we don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of guys could start getting hurt left and right.
Exactly.
So
like someone just got hurt the other day.
So you literally never know. But so yeah, that was the first ever Plug Podcast mock draft. Hopefully we gave you some tips and advice here as far as players goes. I mean, we're
as fast as possible.
Yeah, well,
there's a tip.
Well, yeah, that's the biggest tip right
ready.
There. Yeah, definitely going ready. We were not as prepared for this as I guess we thought we were going to be. But at least this is good though. I don't even know
who's like really starting on teams yet.
Yeah, but at least this is good though because then it gets us prepared for when we actually have our drafts.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is you never know too either how the drafts are going to go and how people are going to pick. Mm-hmm. Some people may pick,
like someone could pick Gronk first. Usually that's what happens. You can pick Aaron Rodgers first.
You literally never know. So just feel out the draft, but definitely have a plan of action as far as who you would like to pick. Yeah. Have some players in mind and feel out the draft. That's all you can really do.
It's all luck, guys.
Yeah.
It's all luck.
Yeah. So now on to our segment of which is better. So if you do not know, this past week, the two biggest albums that dropped this past week, the biggest one that everybody's talking about is Travis Scott. Travis Scott, the Houston rapper who started out as kind of like a producer first, kind of built up in the ranks. He got signed to Grand Hustle with T.I., put out a mixtape, was backed by Kanye West as well. Kanye West put him in as far as like production credits here and there. The album that really broke him out though was Rodeo, highly praised by many in both the industry and by fans alike, and by music critics. And it was filled with a lot of just wavy production and a lot of very interestingly placed features. Mac Miller's new album just came out, Swimming. Not as many people talking about that, obviously, but still a huge fan base. He blew up when I was in college and around the same time for you. Yeah. He was just blowing up with just pop rap, very, very, very pop rap, very radio friendly sounding, doing it all independently, much like Travis. Well, Travis Scott was still backed by Grand Hustle and good music. But Mac was doing it independently from Pittsburgh. I
guess
a tiny
bit.
Yeah,
both came out of Pittsburgh, so
yeah. And then his career seemed like it was just going to be, he was going to just take over the radio, all that type of stuff. Yeah. But he kind of went different directions musically, and each project ever since, watching movies with the sound off, has just sounded completely different from the last. I still love that album as well.
I love that album. He kind of went ghost before this.
Yeah.
Dropping this, he dropped like 4 songs a couple months, like last month.
Before that, it was the Define Feminine, which we reviewed on my YouTube channel. It was one of my first reviews. Go check that out. But yeah, his career, like when he put out Kids, Best Day Ever, Blue Slide Park, he was killing it. And it seemed like he was just going up from there. But he's been kind of quiet. He's been kind of quiet lately,
and because he's depressed about like the whole Ariana. And
yeah. That's what I was going to say. Let's get into the two albums. Obviously, two different come ups. Obviously, for each artist. Mac kind of was starting on top and was kind of fizzled, but is still putting out good quality music. Yeah. Travis kind of started out, not as known, and then just kind of has just exploded over the past 3 years. And this is kind of the project that seems like is going to put him over the top.
Yeah.
So first, let's talk about Travis's album and what you thought of Travis's album.
Let me clear this up. I love both albums. I don't hate any of them.
But we're talking specifically right now.
I just wanted to put that in there. Okay, so Astroworld. What are you asking me? What did I think about it?
Yes, what did you think about it?
I fucking loved it. Only thing I hate about it is like there's like out of all these songs, there's probably like 4 or 5 that are like really good, and then the rest sound the same to me.
Okay.
There's like a few that just sound so alike.
Yeah. For me with Astroworld, he's definitely kind of returning to form with this album as far as like the rodeo style, because Birds in the Trap was definitely not formatted the way rodeo was.
No.
It was definitely he dumbed his sound and style down a little bit for Birds in the Trap. It almost kind of sounded like he was just going through the motions, but I kind of like that in my opinion though, because I always thought the thing with Travis, especially too when he was coming up, he was doing a lot of different stuff, but he was definitely taking a lot of influence from everyone else and didn't have his own unique sound and style. I felt like with Birds, I mean with rodeo as well, but I feel like with Birds, like it kind of solidified what his sound and style were. Like when you hear a Travis Scott song, you know it's a Travis Scott song. That's what I thought with Birds in the Trap. Started very, very strong. Like the first 7 songs are great. Stargazing, great way to start. I love the song Carousel with Frank Ocean in it. Sicko Mode. The thing with Sicko Mode, I liked it, but the one gripe that I always had with Travis Scott is the fact that he always switched up the beat.
Oh, like, dude, that's the part I love.
That's what everyone loves about him.
Because when Drake was like rapping and shit, and then it like switched to his
completely
beat,
cut off, and
was fucking fire.
Yeah, no. The thing, like every part of that song was good. It's just I just don't like the wet. Like sometimes I just feel like if you cut, like if you do just like an abrupt cut and switch in tempo and like completely switch it up, I feel like it kind of throws off the entire song or the entire mood of the song.
What you're saying.
And that was the one thing about Travis that like I always thought that like if he stopped doing that as much, I would love his music way more, because I am a big Travis Scott fan.
Can't hate him.
I know I am. I love Travis Scott, but I just like those beat switch ups to me always like fuck me up, because
because you're
feeling one way, and then all of a sudden abruptly it's just like.
But that's fucking awesome.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People
Crazy.
love that though. But so Sicko Mode, I liked all the individual pieces of it, but together it wasn't necessarily what I would have liked it to be. Rest in Peace. I liked Rest in Peace Screw. With Sway Lee, I thought Sway Lee sounded really good on that. Stop Trying to Be God, I thought was good. No Bystanders with Juice WRLD, I surprisingly liked.
I'm not really a fan of him either.
I'm not either, but I thought that was dope. That was like the 3-6 sounding song. Fuck the club. Yep. Yeah, I like that. I like Skeletons. That was produced by a psychedelic rock group, Tame Impala, who I like. And The Weeknd was on it, and that was kind of like an interlude.
Yeah.
From there, the album to me was kind of hit or miss as far as what I liked and what I didn't like. Obviously, I love the Butterfly Effect that came out last year, so I still love that. I think it closed really well with Coffee Bean.
You didn't like the one
with Migos?
I thought it was kind of catchy.
I'm over Migos at this point.
I mean, they're flooding the radio.
Exactly.
But yeah, Coffee Bean.
Coffee Bean, I thought was
way to end it.
Dope way to end it. I love the beat. The beat reminded me of some type of like early 2000s like electronic rap fusion.
It reminded me of Joey Badass, like the whole
the way he was like flowing,
the flow, and like kind of the beat to it too. It just sounded like Joey Badass to me.
I didn't get Joey Badass from it, but I see what you're saying though. Like it was different for him. It was dope. I liked it a lot, and it was because when you hear all these songs like in order, and it's almost like it's all because the whole point, I guess, of Astroworld, because Houston Astros, he's kind of taking you into the world of Houston, and he's doing it in a way where it's kind of almost like a dream world. And like to me, Coffee Bean is almost like the end of the dream and kind of like coming down. Like each song almost sounds like an amusement ride in its own way. And Coffee Bean is kind of just like the end of that amusement ride.
That's a great way to put it.
And I just thought that was really dope the way he ended it. But yeah, so I mean that's Travis Scott's album. Now let's get into Mac's album. So with Mac's album, for me, because I think that it's really dope that he switches up
I love the way now that ever since, like I said, ever since watching movies with the sound off, it's still my favorite all time. Like,
I love it. Every song.
That's my all time favorite album, like studio album from him, not including his mixtapes, because Kids to me is my all time favorite. But watching movies with the sound off was my all time favorite studio album. But I just loved how every project just sounded different each and every time that he dropped something. This, to me, sounded like an accumulation of his past few projects. There was
like all together.
There were elements on there that reminded me of Faces, the mixtape Faces. That was kind of like the it was kind of like
it was like the jazzy one.
Yeah, it was jazzier, kind of psychedelic sounding at times.
That was a good one, actually.
It was very it just kind of had like a Odd Future kind of almost like even like that kind of sound. There were some elements of Good AM on there, as far as like some of the songs that had a little bit more of a trap influence. And
Good AM. Juicy J and all that.
The Good AM, that had Break the Law, Clubhouse. I thought that was a good project also.
Wasn't that a song?
Rush Hour, you're thinking of. I love that song. And then there were also elements of the Divine Feminine, like the song "What's the Use." That kind of reminded me of that, and that's one of my favorites on there.
That was my favorite song.
Again with this project, I thought it started out very strong. I loved Hurt Feelings. I loved What's the Use. Loved Self Care. I thought that was really good.
Jet Fuel was pretty good. I don't know if you remember that one.
I like 2009. I remember 2009. I liked that. Small Worlds came out before the album. I remember hearing that, and I liked that. I liked Conversations Part 1, where it was kind of almost like it sounded like he was kind of trying to talk to himself and like kind of like give himself like his own advice. It's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought this was definitely a very reflective album for him, because he's in a different space. Yeah,
put it out.
He's in a different space now than I think he was 2 years ago, and even maybe even earlier than earlier this year when he was still dating Ariana Grande. I think he kind of I think each song kind of paints himself in a way where he's kind of reflecting on certain things from his past and how he wants to be now, like the position that he's in now and how he's trying to live life now. I think just hearing that, especially as a fan of Mac too, like a longtime fan of him, I think it's dope to kind of hear some of the stuff that he was tackling and song topics, and then also obviously the sound too. I'm always interested to see what he's going to do sonically.
I'm happy because this is good. Like this album,
it seems therapeutic.
It's all put together well.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm just happy he's not putting out shitty music.
I mean, when has he ever though?
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully not. Hopefully there's a decline.
Yeah. So that leads me to now, which do you think is better?
So I was up in the air about this. First, I was Mac Miller because I loved everything. Went back, listened to Travis, and I'm going Travis.
I think I have to listen to both projects a little bit more.
Yeah. But
if I had to pick right now too, I would definitely pick Travis.
You just have to.
I think just the like. I mean, the thing is there's more songs on Travis Scott's album, but they're both similar in length as far as like how long they are minutes wise.
There could be some songs on that could be taken off.
Yeah, on Travis's, especially the second half of it.
Yeah,
the songs that I like on Travis's, I really really like. I think that there's more from Travis's album right now that I like more and I'm going back to more than Mac's.
Yeah.
But I still think that the songs that I like from Mac's project, I really, really like though.
It all like I said, it all depends what mood you're in, what vibe. Like
because
Travis is like turn up. Mac is like chill.
Well, both albums. See, the thing is that they're both artistically really dope. And
different style.
They're both very creative, but yeah, both albums kind of have their own kind of like vibes to them. Travis Scott's is kind of more, like I said, kind of more dreamlike, kind of out of this world production, very melodic and trap driven.
Yeah.
And then Mac's is more of a laid back, jazzier type sound. So yeah, it really is. It really all does depend on which you're in the mood for. But if I had to pick right now, I would go Travis by just a slight margin.
What was the? I saw you put the poll up. Do you remember what one? Do you even see that?
Well, I didn't put a poll up. I just posted a.
No. Oh, I put a poll up on the thing.
I didn't get to see who. I didn't get to see who the. I can almost guarantee though Travis Scott, because he's the more popular artist right now. So I'm almost guaranteeing more people pick Travis. So all right, well, let's get into some music that that you guys sent us this week.
I gotta see what I have.
So we could check in and listen to some of you guys' music again if you want to.
I'm surprised a lot of people are sending it. Like,
I mean, that's awesome though.
That's crazy. All right, well, we'll start with this one.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully,
guys, if we hurt your feelings or anything, don't take it personally.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, you could just say we're shitty podcasters.
I mean, you could just
what the fuck do we know?
What do we know? Drafting or I don't give a fuck. Say whatever you want.
Yeah.
If we laugh, just don't take it to heart, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into this. We're gonna
so this
go
one's.
with. Hold on, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The first one we're gonna do though is by Darktail. It's gonna be called Yesterday. So shout out to Darktail. Make sure you follow him on SoundCloud. It's just Darktail on SoundCloud.
All right. Let's hear it. Sounded like animated.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Anti-soldier, got a super soaker. Barely been a minute since I started not sober. Barely been a minute, now we watching Black Clover. All about progression, I'ma tell them like I told you. I don't wanna die as a loser. Try how hard I
No, the beat is good.
Why, oh God,
It just-
why did you do this? One eye for an eye if you do this. Yeah, money, yeah, money, yeah, money, yeah, money, yeah. I don't rock the game. Catch my rock the game. I get off the game. I be sucking, man. Shit, chopper. Bitch, I'm the same.
That's fucked up.
Top of man. I do rock
I
the
just
game. BBS,
I just think that the vocal quality is not that good. It's legit sound
yesterday. I don't wanna die as a loser. Try hard,
It doesn't, yeah, it sounds very like very much like Kodak Black, 21 Savage sounding, where like they just have no emotions whatsoever. But
all right, he sent another one.
yeah, this is another one. Let's play this one. Reckless, it's called. Again, another minute song. This one's produced by Lil Lude. Oh no, featuring Lil, produced by Arzon.
I'm a Super Saiyan God. You a Super Saiyan who? I go Super Saiyan red. He go Super Saiyan blue. My quirk leave you dead. Quirk, who are you? Frog corn in the zoo. I play little dudes. I slay with the group. Repost never lose. Ayy, third tail getting views. Ayy, getting tight on my crew. Ayy, make it neat, make it boom. Ayy, pass it off to the lube. Okay, pass it off to the lube. Ayy, pass it off to the lube. Okay, I'm a Super Saiyan God. You a Super Saiyan who? He go Super.
Sorry.
It's all right. Well, shout out to Darktail. Thank you for sending us your music. You keep sending us your music too.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's just fun.
All right. So this is by this next one, Sire Amari.
All right. Sounds official.
Yeah, Sire Amari. So this one's called Thinking Out Loud. This could be. Let's see.
Oh, I'm liking this.
Produced by Solsay.
In and out like you and belly of the beast still moving. Lucy shoulder proving, but I felt the tension brewing. Dead inside but breathing, fifth of Henny for the weekend. No whiters on chase goes, old hoes replace those. Like sell myself for peso. Remember watching Space Ghost, nerdy as it was. Now a nigga just fillet hoes.
I like this too.
Jeeps, Lex, Coops, Beamers,
The beat
can't
is
forget
fire.
bands. Fair money bringing problems in the blur of my lens. Known for decade friends, main humble for them. Light a spliff and smoke it all, then we light
It's the
one
only
again.
song. Oh yeah, that's
Wanna
it.
feel the
That's all he has.
success that I see from my peers. Not constantly obsessing over things that I fear. Got some dreams in mind, with some schemes in time.
Good
I just
job,
write one line. Then
Sire
I
Omar.
sometimes. I just focus on my vision. Questions what I've written. No accolades. Just past ways. Just a hunger and a
Sire,
thirst that
that's
last days. I'm in my bed.
Good shit.
Yeah, I like that. This one, now this one that we have,
Down, I'm already afraid.
10 Toes Down,
Your
Street Anthem from Harlem's own Nico B.
All right, shout out to Harlem. Hopefully this is good.
So let's hear Nico Barnes, 10 Toes Down.
So real hood right here.
The cover art I really like.
It's really artsy.
You're really artsy.
Thanks.
Don't kill him. You to these funny niggas. Let your money talk.
No, I like this.
Niggas with me, I got so many. I take 10 toes down. 10 toes down. The shit I'm sipping got me spitting different. What the niggas gon' do now? What these haters gonna say now? Every nigga with me, they were dedicated. Feeling strong, can be elevated. Stay focused, can be motivated. Now that I'm here forever. Bottom bitches on the top. Hyperventilating when it's hard.
You know why?
Dreaming fucking on the top.
It sounds kind of
It's
like
like I'm not fucking forward.
I know you don't like
They
Future.
can eat that. Two streets you can keep in the backseat.
That's what I thought of.
Young minutes with a vision.
I just
trying to make it
dope. I like this.
Stacking money to the ceiling.
He gets
Niggas trying to
mine.
make a million. I take 10 toes down.
John doesn't know what he's
10 floors
talking
down.
about.
Every day is still a grind day. Still fucking up the tri-state. Told my plug I'ma hit him the Friday. He say you know where to find me. The second exit off the highway. That's my nigga, my Padre. Heads in the bank, in the house, get a fly ass whip. Ask yourself this, we gonna spend it all with. My guys, my bros, my woes, my rounds. Just 10 toes down, 10 toes down. You to these funny niggas.
You don't get to meet dope as hell.
Stay with the
I
couple
love
niggas
this.
with me, I got so
The
many.
beat is fucking
I
dope.
take 10 toes down.
I mean, it doesn't sound New York at all, but the thing is that New York artists don't even want to sound like New York. They want to sound South. So the South is taking over music period. So, yeah, that was dope, Nico Barnes. You get my seal of approval on that one.
Oh fuck, there's some on my Instagram, but I'm not gonna pull it up. It's already an hour. All right.
So that's
all the music for this show.
that's all the music for this episode. So
What do you
shout
got?
out.
How many did we play? 3? Or we played
We
4?
played
so
4.
2
We
out of
played
the 4
2.
were good.
2 Darktail.
Well, really good.
Yeah, 2 Darktail. I thought Nico Barnes was dope as hell.
I don't
I-
hate it.
I liked Sire as
That
well
was my
though
favorite
too.
one. Yeah,
I like the beat on that too. Very jazzy. You could tell he had something to say on there.
yeah.
But yeah, that's this week's episode. Remember to send us your music. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Check us out on all platforms.
Yeah, subscribe to us. Watch us live on YouTube every episode. And then I'm pretty sure you guys can comment in that too.
Yeah, let us know which album you think is better, Travis Scott's Astroworld or Mac Miller's Swimming. Let us know what you think of the Hall of Fame.
If you guys
winners
had
or
mock drafts,
inductees.
or if you drafted teams, comment your teams below. And
That would be
we'll rate
sick if people from the same mock draft as us.
Oh, I wish we had fans to do that.
Oh, wow.
It'd be like me, you, Blake,
Thanks.
J Mart, and whoever else likes
Yeah.
us.
But
That would
either
be
way,
a beast, I
yeah,
think.
definitely just keep checking for us, and we'll see you next week.
We're out. Subscribe. I feel so bad listening. Hi, guys.
I don't know if it stopped or not.
16.